How oligarchy corrupts democracy. Welcome to Law and Society. Please subscribe and let's talk about this. So, what Donald Trump and Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have done is something that is extraordinary and something that is alarming. And I want to talk about it today because even before Donald Trump takes office, he's giving us an idea of what his second term, or what I call his reign, is going to be like. And we are seeing the corruption of oligarchy that is corrupting our democracy. How? Well, what we witnessed with the continuing resolution is this. First of all, the continuing resolution has been passed that excludes research money for children with cancer. So that's one of the things that Donald Trump and Elon Musk were able to get out of the continuing resolution. But as fate would have it, that also was part of another bill that currently sits in Congress that was blocked by Rand Paul for some reason or another, and he has agreed to let it go to a full vote. And so that bill will pass, and there will be money for research on pediatric cancer. But what we see in the policy, what we see in what Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy and Donald Trump did, was to prioritize tax cuts for billionaires and take out research money for pediatric cancer. And if that is the tone that our government is going to set for the next 4 years, we have to be very, very engaged, and we have to push back as much as we can against that. That's sort of a corporate oligarchical agenda. What happened with this continuing resolution, however, also shows something else. It shows the overreach of oligarchy. What happened with Donald Trump introducing the Department of Governmental Efficiency and assigning Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk to be the co-heads of that Department of Efficiency? Mind you, the only way that our country can have a governmental agency is if both houses of Congress pass legislation, and then that is signed into law by the president, and that establishes a certain agency or department of the government, of the executive branch, or if it is for the judicial branch. That is the process of legislating. An incoming president who is not even president yet doesn't have the power to just announce an agency. But here we are, oligarchs who have given millions and millions of dollars, being a part of a governmental agency watchdog, so to speak, because it's extra governmental, outside the government. And now, after being assigned that job by Donald Trump, they are going after the legislative agenda of the people. And it is getting an effect. It is being received as being legitimate. So much so that Elon Musk was able to derail a continuing resolution that both parties had been working on in the House for quite some time. And he was able to derail that and then put in a second one that 38 Republicans did not vote against, and it failed, did not vote for, and it failed because Democrats and 38 Republicans said no to that. And then there was another bill that was passed that did not give Donald Trump the debt ceiling raising that they wanted. And it did take out cancer research for children, but it wasn't a bill that Donald Trump wanted. So we see here that a pseudo agency that is created by an incoming president is lobbying and influencing the legislative branch of government. Elon Musk, an unelected oligarch, was attempting to get himself a good deal because he's one of the largest defense contractors of the United States, and also has business in China. Sorry, in China, not Russia. And Elon Musk would be benefited greatly if the debt limit was lifted and other things, other tax cut provisions were enabled on their behalf. Do hell with children's cancer research. That is the oligarchical plan for America. And that is the plan that Donald Trump puts a stamp on, or at least has here. Mind you, Donald Trump said something interesting, is to cause this, and I'm paraphrasing, was to say that cause this chaos of shutting down the government now during the Biden presidency. Let this be a Biden problem. There shouldn't be a problem after January 20th. This shouldn't be a problem during my administration. That I felt was kind of a call to say that no, we need to pass a continuing resolution, because you can't just shut the government down and then all of a sudden on the 20th it opens up by some miracle because they have been working on some resolution that will get through all the votes that Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Vivek Ramaswamy want. And that was the goal of that. But doing that would be so blatantly political and oligarchical, it didn't have the votes to pass. So what passed was something that Donald Trump didn't really care for as much. All he wanted was a debt ceiling raised. And what we saw in this exercise was the corruption of our democracy by Elon Musk, an oligarch who is unelected and who's just given loads of money to Donald Trump, and Vivek Ramaswamy, who has probably also given a lot of money to Donald Trump, and them trying to manhandle our government, our legislative branch, into derailing our government into a shutdown if they didn't get their way. And they're not even in power now. What's going to happen when all three branches of government are red is going to be more and more legislation that will favor the rich and influential, and Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy and the billionaire class, and will leave people, working people, in the dust. He has already gone back. Donald Trump has already gone back on his promise that prices will go down and he will take inflation down. He said, going up, inflation going up happens, but then bringing it down is very difficult. So he has already gone back on that promise. And he's going to go back on all his campaign promises that were populist, because he's not a populist. He's an authoritarian, and he's surrounding himself with oligarchs that will bully his agenda through Congress, so our country becomes an autocratic oligarchy. We should all be aware of this. We should call our senators and our representatives and make sure that they do their jobs and not let this happen quietly, and not let it happen while there is still a functioning democracy. Because if Elon Musk is able to derail legislation like this, if Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are able to influence our legislative branch through an extra governmental, essentially lobbying group that has been picked and chosen by Donald Trump, it's going to be an oligarchy, and then Donald Trump will be the autocrat who will be the figurehead of that oligarchy. That is not what our framers wanted. That would kill our republic and destroy our democracy. So be warned, remain vigilant, call your reps whenever you see something like this happening, and warn them that they work for us and they need to do their jobs, and they need to oppose anti-democratic moves like the one we just saw. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.